Hello, hello, hello! We are live with today's stream, so I'm just going to share that on all the social medias, and then we'll hop into the game. It is Saturday, so just doing Animal Crossing today. Was hoping to start. Oh, I just realized my space heater's still going. Was hoping to start 2 hours ago. I think I'd at least start an hour ago, but we're only starting now, but just the way it goes. Yeah, but anyway, let's just hop right in because we still have a ton of turnips to sell. Ooh, wow, game audio is way off. 1 second. Yeah, that was way off. November 20th, 7:11 p.m. Trantor. Just start with Jake before we'll switch over to Rick in a bit, but need to do whatever with Jake first. Let's see what the situation is. Firstly, do we have anyone new? Rasher Static, Stinky, Carrie, Alfonso, Lulu. Oh, Lulu moved in from Pretoris, right? Hey, Cupcakes, welcome in. How's it going? How are you doing? I almost said hi, howdy. Like, howdy was your name and not what you were saying. My brain, where is it today? How are you doing, Cupcakes? How's your day going? What was I checking? What was I checking? This is what I was checking. Yeah, Lulu we've had previously. Yeah, she would have moved in from when we visited here from Pretoris yesterday. Good, a bit anxious right now. I know the feeling. Although not necessarily why. Anything I can help with? What am I doing? Oh, right. Host from Astros. Thanks to the Astropath for that host. Definitely somebody else should check out if you haven't already. Last playing Pokemon Brilliant Diamond / Shine Pearl. Nice. Let's see. Tom Nook. Stunning Pine Table. And a letter from home. Okay, and then we should have a letter in the post office. That'll get sent to Jake shortly. Let's just go confirm that, and then we'll switch over to Rick. Yep. There is the letter. There is the letter indeed. Oh, just realized something else I've got to do while setting up. 1 second here. Nothing actually that y'all will notice, but just something. There we go. Just something that I like to have open on my computer while I'm streaming. That I forgot to open. But yeah. Okay. Onwards and forwards. Save and quit. And then we'll switch over to Rick and go about our daily stuff. Half the shopping you're anxious for it. Just generalized anxiety. Oh yeah. Yeah, I definitely understand that. Rick. Yeah, I did my grocery shopping today after work, and I work at a grocery store. But like, by the end of the shift, I was already anxious, so then shopping was just not fun after it. But hopefully it goes smoothly for you and such. Okay, now do we have somebody new now? We have Ribbot! Nice, I like Ribbot. Standard mail. Tom Nook with a pine table. HRA wants me to add a spicy dash of creativity. Museum sent me a dinosaur track. Ooh, tracky. Mammoth skull. Ooh, Scully. Wait, it's a character from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. And an ammonite. Shopping for a crossbow. Ah. Okay, yeah, that I could definitely see, you know, that being a bit, yeah. Can't say I've ever bought a crossbow before. Pretty sure I've been in a store that sells crossbows before, but not for buying anything myself, just because I think with a friend or something. But yeah, can definitely see why that would be overwhelming. Store some items. They're both for free. Excellent. But yeah, definitely wish you luck. Can't say that I do. Don't even recognize that name. Yeah, it's probably... Yeah, it looks like it's just a US store. Do not have it up here in Canada. I definitely knew we didn't have one in my city, but I was just like curious if there were any perhaps like elsewhere in Canada. Okay, but it doesn't look like it. So onwards and forwards we go, exploring the town. Not sure how much luck we're gonna have with fossils today, considering, you know, it's evening and thus dark and foreboding. I mean, mainly just the dark. Foreboding part doesn't really affect, you know, the ability to find fossils. Sporting Goods store. It's like a mall. Okay, okay, yeah. Yeah, I just glanced at the Wikipedia page just to see. So I thought it was Sporting Goods store, but didn't look really further. I was just kind of glancing at locations. Yeah. Lulu around? Not in right now. Well, how dare you? And Carrie goes inside as soon as I get here. Do I want to... Yeah, we're going to... Huh? Nope, that didn't work. Maybe this one? This one? Yeah, whatever. I don't feel like trying every tree along the path until I succeed. Yeah, I'll just grab these peaches to sell them, although... Okay. Well, that one's still visible, so at least... And then we also shook that one, which we can still see, so... Is what it is. We'll sell what we have and grab those other ones later. You have to go? Okay, no worries. Good luck with your shopping expedition. And yeah, have a good one, and I'll see you later. Hey, Carrie. Oh, stuff. What's new? Yes. Uh-huh. Okay. Let's go onwards. Forwards, turn-wise, and always spinning. I mean, turn-wise would be spinning, right? I mean, it depends on how much you turn, I suppose. So I saw Eternals yesterday, for anyone didn't see my tweet. Very much enjoyed it, and very confused by, like, the negative reaction from critics. Like, don't get me wrong, like, you know, everyone, you know, has their own differing, like, you know, likes and dislikes when it comes to, like, movies and whatnot. No problem with that. Like, you know, somebody doesn't like, you know, MCU films, that's fine. But, just weird that it's so much lower than all the other MCU films to me, because it's like, yeah, I don't know. But, like I said, when it comes to movies, like, you know, everyone has their own opinions, and it's always confusing to me that it got so low. Like, it's not like I have an issue with it getting so low, I'm just confused by it. What's new? Sure. Of course. Okay. Why does it seem like we have more weeds than we should? I mean, yeah, we missed yesterday, but just one day. Shouldn't have that many weeds. Okay. Thought I saw something back here. But, alas, it was nothing. Maple! Sorry, Maple. I had to work, and then I had to be anxious. I'll tell you. Just, you know, normal Saturday. But I am here now. 100 bells. If you were 100 bells, what would you wear? I don't even know what kind of question that is. It's a very odd question for multiple reasons. But it is a question that I have asked for very few reasons, but mostly just because it was just like the first thing that came to mind. Okay. Okay, Nook. Firstly, turnip prices, 36 bells per turnip. So if we sell them here, 36 plus 36 is 72. We're getting less than half of our money back. Good to know. So we're probably going to be selling them in Praetors, which is nice, at least in that that's where they are, so it'll definitely go quicker, but yeah. Yeah, I have no idea if we had a price spike yesterday in either town that I missed. That was actually one of the reasons I decided not to stream, because even if I had a price spike, I wouldn't have had time to sell all my turnips, so I'm just like, you know what, let's just not stream, that way we don't find out. Because it would have been a shorter, like a very short stream anyway, but yeah, just don't stream, don't find out, and then I don't have to feel bad for, you know, having missed the opportunity to sell them all. Okay. On the other hand, we would have still, you know, sold some of them, so could have still potentially gotten, you know, because essentially, depending on how many we sold, like, could have gotten enough money to make up. I mean, well, I mean, if it, term. Ugh, words. What are words? If the. Or no, because okay. Price spike is 8 times the cost of the term. So even if we got a price spike, if we even just sold 1/8 of them, we get our money back, and we still have the other 7/8 to sell today. And we definitely would have been able to sell more than 1/8 of them. That's if we got it. Obviously, if we didn't get a price spike, it wouldn't matter, but because then, yeah, that's my secret. Okay. So what's everyone else been up to today? Anyone do anything fun, exciting, interesting? How have we not found a single fossil yet? Have we just not passed by any, or have I just been like extremely unobservant, or have they just all been exceptionally well hidden? It's a very good question. The answer to which I do not know. It could be yes, it could be no. It's unlikely considering I didn't ask a yes or no question. But it's not impossible. Technically. I don't know what I'm even saying anymore. Do I ever? Sometimes you just... Ooh, here's a fossil. Fossil number 1. Tons of fun. Actually, should I just... Fossil number 1, just for fun. Fossil number 2, just for you. Fossil number 3, just for me. Fossil number 4, just one more. Fossil number 5, just alive. Yeah. I don't think we need to start them all with all my lives with just. But we could. We could indeed. We could indeed do a lot of things. If and we wanted to. Okay, Copper. If that is your real bark. Any goings on? November. Okay, weird, but okay. So we had read on Thursday, which was the 18th. So that's like a 4-day gap, which is why that's weird to me. I would have thought we would have had somebody today, but Katrina on the 22nd. That's Monday. Oh, so we have visitors on both on the although Katrina only shows up at 9 p.m., so we won't be seeing her on Monday. We might see her on Tuesday, because she stays for a total 24 hours. But doesn't really matter. Anything lost? How dare you have nothing lost? Copper, get back to work. Okay. Well, there's our money rock. Making us some money, just for now. Making us some money, just for wow. Making us some money. Yes, indeed. Making us some money. That I need. Okay, so... 52,200. Not too shabby. We already got the long spot. Okay, so we got the long spot, we got the money rock, but we've only got one fossil. If you were a fossil, where would you be? And what would you be? What kind of fossil would you be if you were a fossil? I would definitely be one of the horns of a Triceratops skull. Specifically the top left horn. Fossil number 2 How about you? Write letter to the museum. Query for y'all. Y'all get in this letter. Okay. Alfonso? Alfonso? You know, I know this is Alfonso's house. Not in right now. So Alfonso and who else was it? Lulu that aren't in. So we'll still need to chat with them at some point. Alfonso, definitely, we do not miss chatting with Alfonso. So Lulu's, you know, Lulu's whatever. Fossil number 3, just for me. Okay, now I'm less worried with the fact that we hadn't been finding fossils for a little while there. Okay. As long as we get at least one more. That's the important thing in life. For everything else, there's MasterCard. Wait, what? I'm not sponsored by MasterCard or by anyone else. If you want to sponsor me, just give me a shout. Like, literally just shout. Shout loud enough and I will hear it. Now, it might have to be really, really loud, depending on how far away you are from me, but I just need to figure out the right volume to shout at so that I hear it all the way over here. Okay. No one's by the wishing well. Wishing well? Wishing well. No one's by the wishing well. How are things today? Everything is perfect. Gotta love that. Nice, simple, uplifting message of hope. Alfonso! Ooh, yeah. Doesn't matter what the clock's striking, I'm always ready to chow down. What's going on? Yes, the sun did a good... No, Alfonso, what's wrong? Oh, like, he was literally just happy. Well, or at least like normal, and then like talking, and then I walked away and he got sad. Oh, Alfonso. Oh, this is why he got sad. Smelled you coming. Uh-huh. I mean, you're using your head for something. Care to chat? What's that? Huh. Okay. Sure. Our newest villager. Ribot. Rick, yes. He's a robot named Ribot. Like, whoever came up with that name is a genius and deserves a raise and a promotion. Ah, here's Lulu. I want to say right now. What? You're the one. What? I just... What? What's new? I paid it back, like, months, almost a year ago. Yeah, it's there. It's gold. Gold statue there. In case you haven't seen it. Okay. Don't think she's seen my gold statue. She had, she would have already known that I paid off my debt. I'm somebody who does not like being in debt, and I always try to pay off my debts whenever I can. Fossil number 4, just one more. Okay, write letter to the museum. This essay paper down here where the octopus paper is, put the octopus paper where felt paper is, and move the felt paper up there. Fossil in the letter. And that's okay. So we're probably not going to find the 5th fossil, though. But, you know. Well, let's look at you keeping your eyes open. Because if we close our eyes, it'll be hard to see what we're doing. So, you know. Probably not the best idea. Just hanging. How dare you, Rasher? Let me see it. That's okay, I guess. Maybe not. Next. Cherry shirt. Okay, I'm just gonna sell it to Nook anyway. And static. Talk to me. Yes. That is accurate. Very, very accurate. But you know what else you can do with fish? You can donate to the museum, but you don't have to, because I already did. Okay. So, we have got, you know, our initial run around of the village done. Just mailing some letters. Sorry, Phyllis. But hey, look at the bright side. You'll get to see Pete and talk to Pete to give him this mail that I'm bringing you. You like Pete? Wake up, Pete, yeah. So, yeah, that actually definitely kind of confirms that, like, Pete does live here at the post office. Probably on the 2nd floor, because, like, you'll notice there's 2 floors, so it's probably, like, the 3 mail workers all have, like, rooms on the 2nd floor. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Okay, we're briefly gonna switch to Jake to do, well, update his stuff and send a letter to Ribot. Then we'll switch back to Rick to go over to Pretoris, where we will be selling our turnips for hopefully a profit. Fingers crossed. I mean, if we get a price spike in Pretoris, we should, even though I started later than I intended, we should still hopefully have time to sell them all. If we don't get a price spike, we'll easily have time to sell them all. We just, you know, won't get a ridiculous amount of money for them. Okay. What do we got here? Leopold. Leopold. Villagers. Take Leopold off the list. Another villager we've got a letter from. Okay. So that's 60, 180, 184. 1. And we were at 183, so the math works out on that. Let me just check the percentage. 84 divided by 218 equals 84%. So the percentage itself is unchanged. 184 is at 84%. That's neat. That also means, though, because the percent will change with 185, so 185 will be at 85%. That's also neat. Little paper and simple paper. I want to grab some more stationery for Jake. Then I'll go meet Ribot. Okay, so what did I have? Simple and noodle. Hot neon. If there's nothing better, I suppose. Gyroid. That's currently winning. Skyline. So far, so going with Gyroid. And something. Yeah, we're gonna go with the Gyroid. Gyroid paper. Just for you. Gyroid paper. Just for me. Gyroid paper. It's not free. Gyroid paper. In the city. Okay, gyroids. Let's go. Wait, what? I do not... Where was the robot's house again? Down there. Down there. Past the lake. Down there. Not by a rake. Down there. But is he home? Alright, there he is actually. I guess... Okay, I love his house. It's very reminiscent of Slicer's upstairs, but he actually has the lunar surface. Also 2 gyroids. Okay. Evening walk, yes. Jake. I will remember that indeed. Right, letter to Ribot. Also, while we're over here anyway, let's make a quick stop here. Why did he not get a golden axe? I'm confused. Oh, maybe we'll try that again another day. But, yeah. Just mailing a letter. Don't worry, Phyllis. I'll be out of your hair shortly. Or your feathers, I suppose. Okay, back to Rick. Back to the beginning. Beginning of back. Okay, let's go. Let's save, let's quit, go back to Rick, go to Praetoris, and do all the things. Well, thank you for waiting. Copyright 2001, 2002 Nintendo. Yes, Trantor, yes, me, yes, yes. Rick roll. Wait a second. Rick roll. This is just all an elaborate plank. Elaborate prank. Why did I say plank? This is all just an elaborate plank you can get people to walk off of. For the prank, we'll get people to walk the plank. Wait a second. It's a rhyme, so it must be good. Plank prank. Let's go. Drop off my things. And then deposit my money and we'll head over to Praetoris. And see if we get lucky with the turn prices. Hopefully, even if we don't get a spike, hopefully we at least get a profit. Make a deposit. I just realized why I always get confused, because I did it right the first time there. But you're doing up to move something because it shows your wallet at the top and it shows your bank account at the bottom, but you press up to move stuff into your bank account and down to move it into your wallet. So that's like, you know, the reverse of what it should be. So that's why I'll frequently press the wrong one. But yeah. But, you know, gotta go with what you gotta go with. Let's go. Yes, Rover, we have met before. Seriously, I take one day off and he's forgotten me already. Okay. Well, it's treating me all... Seriously, there's an alright option. If you're gonna say alright, choose the alright option. But that would take pressing down, which, you know, can't do that. Okay, let's see what we've got now. Okay, firstly... Oh, this is actually new. Pitfall somewhere in Acre F2. Okay, so we'll find that. Yeah, just when we're checking for Gulliver, in theory. It's a vine paper and a botanical shard. Okay. Nice army of gyroids lining the ground there. And... okay, and what do we got here? So it's a loss, but it's not as much of a loss as if I sold them in Trantor. Okay, we just gotta accept that. At least we can get a decent chunk of our money back. So yeah. So maybe we had a price spike in one or both towns yesterday that I missed. Maybe we just didn't get a price spike in either town this week. Both are possibilities. Just gotta accept that, move on with life, and try again. Okay. So let's just check all our usual stuff and then get to work on selling the turnips. Which means, yeah, we should be able to do, yeah, a full... any goings on? Sahara Monday. November 22nd, yeah, that's Monday. Anything lost? I have something lost. Is it something we want? I mean, it's not something we need. It's a carpet. 8 mat to Tommy. Literally only need, 2 carpets, though. The, harvest carpet and jingle carpet. Oh, we're seeing stuff up top. I was just like, wait. Because my brain was just like, I'm in F3, I'm seeing turnips, but I don't have F3 listed on my thing. But yeah, that's because they're not in F3. There's the pitfall. There. Just visible from F3. Okay, so we're gonna start with these turnips over here. We'll just grab as many as we can carry, and then, yeah, full inventory's worth will not give us full inventory's worth of money, so we can easily do this. And just drop the money, then come back for more. And do it again and again and again until we've got them all sold. Yeah, you saw carpet as well, though. Okay, it's fine. It is what it is. Some weeks you get the price spikes on the turnips. Some weeks you do not. You gotta play the long game. Don't gotta be successful every time. You just gotta be successful enough times. That doesn't even end up with bags in my inventory. That was just completely on the wall. So, yeah, definitely what we're going to do is just drop off the bags as they're actually bags. Like anything that's in my wallet we won't bother taking out to drop off, because that's just a waste of time. But yeah, any actual bags of money that we get, we'll go and immediately drop just on our way back here, I guess. Okay, it's all figured out. So you can put turnips and letters. I can at least get an extra two packs of turnips per run, but yeah. This now we got that carp tool, I don't have to do like the selecting everything. I can just select one and he'll ask me if I want to sell them all. So that saves, those few precious seconds, technically. Okay. And I'm starting with F1, which is like the furthest acre away. Okay. Yeah, let's start with F1, then F2, E3, C1, B1, then Obi-Wan Kenobi. Okay. General Kenobi. Alright, now I actually start dropping the money. I want this one here. Doesn't matter. That's just me being me. It'll generally be, I guess, 3 or 4 bags each visit. Okay, yeah, so that works. As we work our way from all of these turnips. This isn't even taking too long. This is what, like, trip number 3. Looks like it'll be another 2 or 3 trips for that acre. And then just multiply that by 5. So that's not too shabby. And yeah, the fact that, yeah, it's just within the same town, so no train ride back and forth. The fact that it makes us so little money means, yeah, we can do a full inventory's worth at a time. Because that's one of the things, like, even when it's in the same town, if you're getting a price spike, like, you can only bring with you, like, depending on exactly how many, what the price is, you can only bring, like, 5 to 7 or 8 maybe turnips at a time, otherwise, or turnip packs at a time, otherwise what ends up happening is there's just not enough room for all the money in your inventory. But yeah, just for a normal turnip price like this, there is, so it's fine. It's fine. Everything is fine. Hey, Starguider. Been here since the beginning of the stream, was just lurking. Yeah, good stuff. I'm doing alright. Yourself? How's your Saturday treating you? I definitely appreciate the lurk. And the chat. I appreciate people who chat, I appreciate people who lurk. I appreciate people who do both, depending on, you know, do one and then the other. And back again. Okay. Let's go. Selling all the turnips, making all the money. One step at a time. I mean, yeah, like I said, technically we're technically losing money here because, you know, we're selling them for less than we bought them for, but this is the best we can do at this point, because if we don't sell them today, then we, you know, they just go bad. And we can't sell them after that. Just gotta do what you gotta do. We have a deal, Nook. A deal is a deal is a deal, but only between Ferengi. One of the rules of acquisition. Okay. Yeah, we're definitely getting that acre filled up again. And then good chunk of the dump acre filled up again as well. Not sure how much of it, but pretty sure not all of it, but yeah, it's hard to say exactly how much. Are we able to pick up the rest of these? I feel like probably, maybe? I haven't exactly been counting. Oh. Exact. We picked all of them up exactly. Okay, so this is F1 done. Where's my mouse? My mouse. Where is that? There we go. F1 done. We'll do F2 next. I'll just start with F2 just so I'm started with like the rightmost one on the list. But yeah. You know, I made my decision. And now it's not like it matters. It's not like it matters. Or does it matter? Who does it matter to? Why does it matter? How does it matter? When does it matter? Where does it matter? What are we talking about now? It's a very good question. All very good questions, which maybe one day we will get an answer to. Another question we may one day get an answer to. I don't know. I literally could not think of any question. Do I have thoughts on the Pokemon Pearl and Diamond remake? My thoughts are that I know they exist. I know people are playing them. Most people I know of that are playing them seem to be having a good time with them, which is awesome. I'll play them someday, but not anytime soon. Yeah. Not sure if you're looking for anything specific, but yeah. What about you? Any thoughts on your end? Pockets are full. How dare my pockets be full? So rude of those pockets. But, you know, sometimes pockets be like that. They just be like, nope, I'm full now. You're like, okay. Just gotta accept that and move on with your pockets. Sorry, what? Okay. Just curious, never played the original. The remakes look fun, so you might pick it up. If you have too much on backlog, yeah. Yeah, I plan to be working through all the main Pokemon games on stream, but like going through generation by generation. So far I've done Generation 1 on stream, so I'll be doing Gen 2 next. So it'll be a while till I get up to them. So, yeah. And when I say like Gen 2, I mean like gold, silver, not like heart gold, soul silver. What am I doing going this way? Because like heart gold and soul silver, while they're remakes of Gen 2, I consider them like part of Gen 4. Similarly, what is it, Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl? While they're remakes of Gen 4, you know, they themselves are part of, what are we, Gen 8, I think? So, the fact that I haven't even started on Gen 2 yet means it'll be a while till I get up to Gen 8. But eventually, one day. One day. Hopefully I'll be, so, starting on gold, start on Gen 2 soonish. I wanted to hold off until I first got one of those devices that you can use to, like, back up Game Boy saves, since the Gen 2 games are notorious for having their save batteries dying. Which I ordered one of those devices. It's on its way. It should be here soonish. And once that happens, then it won't be long until I start on... Well, then once it gets here, I then find out if the copy of Gold my roommate gave me a little while ago has a working save battery at the moment. Because if it doesn't, then I still have to first, I guess, get a soldering kit and replace the battery. And then start on it. Hey, we filled this acre up again. On to this acre. Hey, it actually had them in line of the spots I actually wanted them to. Rarely happens. Usually it's like, okay, you want them to land in these two spots? Well, instead they'll land in these other two spots. Okay. So what kind of stuff do you all have in your backlog there, Starguider? If you feel like sharing. Yeah. My backlog is, you know, every game that's ever existed or will exist, but no, kind of. No, kind of, but yeah. Although I guess one I've already completed, but that's, yeah. Game audio, oh, we haven't live for an hour, so. Yeah, I think game audio is a little off there. But it should be better now, I think. think. Try to play WarioWare, get it together, and just beat games like Sackboy on PS5 and Animal Crossing New Horizons DLC. Nice, nice. Oh wait, Sackboy on PS5? PS5 doesn't exist. PS5 is a myth. Nah. That's actually the second time I've said that today. Because earlier at work I was talking to a coworker and she was mentioning she just wanted to go home and play her PS5. I'm like, you don't have a PS5. No one has a PS5. They don't exist. Okay. I'll one day get a PS5, but at the moment I don't have any reason to get a PS5 anyway. I do have a PS4 actually on my future purchase list, but yeah. Now for myself at the moment, there's a few older systems I have, like really older systems I have on my future purchase list just for the sake of getting them, like Sega Master System, Magnavox Odyssey, probably a few others I'm forgetting. But mostly for me, I'm just going to be working on getting systems as I'm working my way through like a video game series, as I come up to games that are not on systems I already own, then going and getting a system that has it. So until I have like a series where I get up to, oh, this next game in the series is only on PS5, well now it's time for me to get a PS5, or at least add it to my future purchase list. I mean, I can't just be like, oh, time to get a PS5, well that doesn't mean I automatically have money for a PS5. But, yeah. Can't wait for Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach in like 3 weeks. Okay, cool, cool. Not a series I've ever played or have much interest in playing, but I know a lot of people are, you know, big fans of the series. In general, I don't really, not too much into horror games, so, like, the closest to horror I, like, really play is, like, Luigi's Mansion. Like, there's a few that I wouldn't mind playing, like, I wouldn't mind playing the Resident Evil games eventually, but maybe a few others, but, yeah. But, also, like, horror games I'm kind of interested in playing are ones that, you know, aren't necessarily, to me, that's scary. I'm not somebody that wants to be playing a game for the purpose of getting scared, I suppose. Because like with Resident Evil, from like what I know of it and such, I like the lore and whatnot. Okay, so this is F2 complete. So still have E3, B1, and C1. Okay, from F3, that's up over here, or E3, I mean. Would this be quicker? Which is the quickest way? Probably, yeah, that'll be just up here. Yeah. Taking this road instead of the other road. Oh yeah, definitely very quick this way. Just need to... Oh, and it's right straight down from the dump, which is what the acre where we're placing the money right now, so that actually works perfectly. Works perfectly. Okay. I'm glad we're at least going to be getting most of our money back. Even if it is... Oh, those gyros might cause a problem, depending on... I mean, we'll wait and see how it goes. I'm not sure. Actually, honestly, probably not. No, we're not going to get enough money for those gyroids to being there to really be a problem. Because we're getting, like, 3 bags per trip. Yeah, no. It'll be fine. It'll also be fine. The word fine. Okay. Turnips all day and turnips all night. Turnips all something and turnips all fright. Huh. So, some of y'all may know, I've talked about this occasionally, the fact that I'm, writing a series, like a short story series or whatever, that I plan to start putting online next year in June, putting a short story up every month or whatever, starting next June. I started coming up with titles for some of them. For the longest time, I had kind of like tentative titles for all of them, but then, I mean, initially it was actually supposed to be the actual titles. Like, my original plan was like the first story was going to be titled like The Origin. The second story was going to be titled The Thieves. Third story was going to be The Knight. Fourth story, The Assassin. Fifth story, The Martian. Sixth story, The Clone. Seventh story, The Scientist. Eighth story, The Streamer. Ninth story, The Superhero. And 10th story, The Team Up. So, like, all have the title of, like, The Something. Then I came up with a much better title for the eighth... No, which one did I say? Seventh story, yeah. One that was originally, like, The Scientist. I realized had a much better title of Attack of the Killer Christmas Trees. And once I came up with that, I'm like, well, I can't not use that title. So now I have to actually come up with clever titles for all of them. You ever had a turnip in real life? I have not either, actually. Yeah. So today I actually came up with 2 titles. So the second story is The Fast and the Curious. The third story is going to be Nighttime, but like night, like with a K, like medieval night. Just have those 2 so far. Wait, did I have... No, I think... Actually, I think I did have an idea for the fourth story title now that I've forgotten. Maybe? Yes, no, well, kind of. I want a title that somehow makes fun of the title Ninja Assassin. That's right. That's what I wanted. Couldn't quite come up with it, but I came up with, like, the idea I want to go with for the title. I actually had to figure out how to do it in a way that's actually, itself a good title. But yeah. First story might still stay as The Origin, just because... Well, I don't know, I'll have to think about it more. Generally, I'm either terrible at titles or overly impressed with my own creativity at titles. So, yeah. I also just remembered, when we were buying turnips on Sunday, I think at one point we accidentally bought a set of 10 instead of 100. I don't remember which acre it was in, but I think in one of the acres we do have a set of 10 turnips. Which is silly, but it is what it is. Just gotta, you know... Which, I mean, whatever, we'll sell it just like we sell all the rest of them. It's not a super big deal, just something that I'm remembering all of a sudden. Also, the title for the series that I'm writing is Custodes Novum. I might have the pronunciation wrong. It's Latin for New Guardians. But yeah, I'm not exactly an expert in Latin pronunciation. I also want to do a spin-off that's just called Custodes, which would just be just, or possibly like whatever the translation for Old Guardians would be, or Original Guardians. I don't know, but that will be in the future. Although set in the past, obviously, but in the future, where I have ideas for how I want to do that series, but yeah. But first I need to get to being more consistent with my current series. I don't even like getting to the point of actually launching it next June and figuring out exactly what I'm doing. Like, am I going to make myself a website to launch it on, or what am I doing? That's for future Eric to figure out. Leave a lot of problems for future Eric to figure out. That's why, you know, present Eric often gets annoyed with past Eric. Because past Eric reaches to the point that was previously future Eric to become present Eric, and then has to deal with the things that past Eric was leaving for future Eric. It's a whole mess. But at least we don't involve time travel, because if we involve time travel, then, like, future Eric can be going and creating problems for past Eric as well. And then things just become really messy. Okay. Don't worry, Nook, I'll be coming again very shortly. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth all day long. Probably get all these turnips sold. And tomorrow buy more turnips, and hopefully next week actually, you know, get a good price spike and get an actual profit. And a decent profit. Because this week is just no profit. Okay, so we'll be finishing off this acre here. And then next we'll do C1. C1. Take one. Huh. So like 2 spaces left? Yeah, 2 empty spaces. So E3 is complete. So we'll do C1 next. And we are well on our way to victory. C1 right over here. And then next will be B1. Is that on this side of the river? It is awesome. That'll be like nice and close. So you don't have to worry about crossing a bridge or anything. Awesome. As we refill up my money fields here. And I'm curious if we'll end up with where we'll end up buying turnips tomorrow. If it'll be here in Praetors or back in Trantor. The nice thing with, yeah, buying them here is we already have all this money just here for the taking, here for the using, but back in Triangle Wars we just withdraw money from my savings account, which is like almost as easy. Just the main difference is that if we're taking from here, when we're doing it here, then we're not having to take anything on my bank account, so my bank account doesn't go down, which is always nice. Because yeah, that's pretty much the... There are very few times I will withdraw money from my savings account in this game, other than for buying turnips. I'll do it for buying turnips because that's, you know, in order to increase my money, my savings account. Decrease it in the short term to increase it in the long term. Very viable strategy. You know, we're just gonna go this way now. Start from this edge and then work our way inward. And then. Yeah. Yeah. But, you know, this week was good because, like, we only missed one day of streaming, which was yesterday. And that was not because of, like, you know, me being... Not me, like, canceling because of, like, any, like, you know... anything, like, being overly tired from work. Like, there's a few streams this week that I, like, ended early because I was overly tired from work, but yesterday's only stream I canceled now was because I actually had plans, which, you know, to go see a movie, which I only do, like, a handful of times a year. Basically when there's a new MCU film. Although this one, in this case, it was already been out for, like, 2 weeks. Just yesterday when I was finally able to go see Eternals. Because, well, I don't have a car. I wasn't playing in my city, and so I have to go with somebody else. And then, so the friend I went with, like, yesterday was where I was finally at work for him to go see it, so go and see what we did. Gonna go, no worries. Thanks for hanging out, and have a good rest of your day. And yeah, thanks for hanging out. We're just selling terms for the moment anyway while I go rambling on whatever I can think of to go rambling on. Anyone else see Eternals already? And if so, like, don't go spoiling anything for people, like, in chat and such who haven't seen it, but just, like, any, you know, if for anyone that has seen it, did you like it? Did you not like it? Just curious, because of the fact that, like, it has, on Rotten Tomatoes, like, the critic score is, like, 49%. The audience score is, like, 80%, though, so... Yeah. I was talking to my buddy David, who I went to see it with or whatever afterwards, he was saying, it's just like, yeah, he'd expect it to be, like, the opposite, you know, higher critic score, lower audience score, based on the fact that... Just based on, like, the fact that it was definitely did a lot of things different than the MCU in general. Like, there's a lot of stuff that, like, it was definitely like an MCU film, like, but it forged its own path to a certain extent. Yeah. I'm not gonna say much more because hard to say too much without, you know, hard to say too much without accidentally spoiling stuff, especially because I am such a terrible judge of what actually constitutes a spoiler. Because, like, I love hearing about, Like, I love hearing about talking about stuff even before I've seen it, read it, watched it, played it, whatever. So I'm not really a good judge of that kind of stuff. There are multiple movies, actually Eternals is even one of them, where I've gone on Wikipedia and read the plot synopsis before actually seeing the movie. So I'm just like, well, it's already out. Normally it's like, well, it's already out, but I'm not seeing it until later tonight. In this case, it was, it's already out, but I'm not sure when I'm seeing it. Because until earlier this week, I didn't know I'd be seeing it yesterday. So it's just like, I want to know what happens, even if, For me, that also, like, does not negatively impact my enjoyment of a thing. In fact, sometimes it actually enhances my enjoyment, because, like, if I already know what's going to happen, I can focus more on, like, details and nuance of how it happens and such. If that makes sense. But I do realize that, like, that's not exactly a super common thing, so, I do be careful not to try not to, go ruin things for other people, because we all enjoy, our entertainment. First of all, different types of entertainment. We also enjoy our entertainment in different ways, and that is perfectly fine. And, yeah. The next MCU film is already next month. Spider-Man No Way Home. I am very, very curious to see how it goes. Especially because I just read what somebody is claiming is a leaked ending. I'm very much hoping it's false, because I very much do not like it, but again, it's hard to say. The other thing with, like, when reading just, like, something, description of something, is that doesn't always translate to, like, how it's gonna, like, be implemented, the actual project. Like, just reading, like, a paragraph that's summarizing, like, multiple scenes or whatever, like, could be, it's like, okay, it doesn't have all the nuance and detail, so when you actually see it, it might be like, okay, I didn't like the sound of this, but the actual implementation actually works. But that's assuming this thing I read is even true, which it very well might not be. I just do not know. But, I mean, it's less than a month till it comes out, at which point I will know. So, because that one, even if, if I'm not able to see it, like, opening night, and even if I am, I might already, like, just during the day, go and read up on it. Yeah, Spider-Man is, like, my favorite Marvel hero, so... And MCU version is one of my favorite versions of Spider-Man. Definitely my favorite film version of him. Oh. I was like, shouldn't we have had 3 empty spaces? But no, because that's the one where we have the 10 turnips. That's why we don't have 3 empty spaces, because it would be 3 empty spaces, because if we had bought this, we wouldn't have had enough to, like, we wouldn't, even without buying this, we wouldn't have had enough to buy another 100. So yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so that's also C1 that's done. So now we just have B1 left, and then we'll have sold all of our turnips. See? It didn't take that long at all. Because of the fact that, yeah, we're losing money on the deal today, but not losing as much money as, if we just didn't sell them today and they all went bad, then we couldn't sell them for anything, which, yeah. We did have that, what was that, a couple of, maybe a month or so ago, where I had that one day where I was, like, playing on a Saturday, having missed, having not gotten a price spike, and then just selling them at a loss, and I'm just like, and I just wasn't feeling into it, so I'm just like, you know what, well, whatever. We're just going to take the loss, and I just ended early, but that time. But today, no, we're selling them all. Today we're good. Like, I mean, okay, I'm you know, still a bit anxious today from just like, you know, stuff at work earlier today and whatnot, but not enough that I have to, you know, not enough to interfere with my ability to stream. That's the important thing. Okay. B2, B1. B1 with the Force. Obi-Wan Kenobi. Obi-Wan. B1 with the Force. Obi-Wan with the Force. Is that intentional? Oh, B1 with the Force. Feels, I mean, this is the same guy that made characters like Darth Sidious and Darth Maul. It's gotta be intentional. Well, let's be real here. What am I doing here? I've been watching through Star Wars: The Clone Wars. Still in season 1, because I've only been watching like a couple episodes each Monday, pretty much. I have 4 episodes left in season 1, I think. Yeah. Like, it was this past Monday where I actually watched 4 episodes, then I'm like, oh, next 4 episodes all have, what was it? I think it was Ryloth. It was some Star Wars planet. I think it was Ryloth, but like all 4 episodes had like the same planet name in the title. So, or no, 3 episodes, not the season finale, but the other 3 episodes. So I'm like, okay, so those 3 are all definitely linked. So if I watch one of them, I'm gonna want to watch all of them. And if I watch, then I'll just have 1 episode left in the season, so I'll want to just finish off the season, and then I don't know for sure, but it could very well be a cliffhanger, and then I'll need to start on this next season. So like, you know what? No, that's just a bad idea. Let's just end here and go to bed at a reasonable time. Honestly, it was probably already later than I should have been up anyway, but you know, decisions were made. Oh. Yeah. Almost done with selling our turnips. Almost done. Once we're done, we can have lots of fun. Oh, well, I mean, maybe. Once we're done, we can head back to Trantor with more money to deposit in our savings account. I mean, no more than I would have otherwise, because, you know, I have way more money here that I can bring back in one trip, or honestly, even like, I don't know how many trips it would take to bring all this money back. That'd be kind of nice, just because that means like we're having like our savings account go up by a decent chunk of money, like by about $500,000 every day, as long as we have all this money here. And then once we do get it all back, what's going to happen is, no, wait, or no, and then also before we get back, if we get turnips for sale here, we can also use it for that, and yeah, so just, you know, it's convenient. The only inconvenient thing is because it's a significant amount of money, it means I can't exactly say how much money I have, because like, I know about how much money I have in my savings. I don't remember the exact number off the top of my head, but it's like 1 181, 182 million at the moment, I think. And then I know how much I have in my inventory, like in my wallet, so I can just pause and check that. With all this money here, I don't feel like counting up to figure out exactly how much it is. That will be a little bit annoying to do. Like, not super annoying because, like, I could do math to make it easier. But basically, I just go and check, like, you know, check how many, like, lengthwise and height-wise in each acre. Actually, I mean, honestly, yeah, this one is just like, you know, height-wise times 2, lengthwise times 2, but then account for the fact that these 4 would have been counted twice. But then there's 6 here, so yeah. This, you would just basically do length and, well, I'd probably do height up to this one, and then everything above that I would just add on separately, and then I'd just also subtract 1 for each of the statues. This I would do, yeah, the length times, or the width times the height, then subtract 16 for each of the houses, and 2 for the sign here. Oh, and also 3 for that tree set, tree and the oranges. So it wouldn't be that difficult, but still work I don't feel like doing. Because sorry for the yawning. Okay. I can already see that the end is nigh here. This last... Because, yeah, that's 12 left there, which is less than a full inventory, so... This chunk, and then one more not even full chunk after, and then we're done. All my turnips will be sold at a slight loss, but, like... Bought them for 77 bells a piece. We're selling them for, what was it, 67? Just check what it was again. Yeah, 67. Could have even been at least 69. Still would have been a loss, but not quite as much of a loss. Plus, we could say nice. But, oh well, that's what it is. Can't always get what you want. But if you try, you may find, get what you need. And what I need is $10 million. I'm bound to get though, so it's unfortunate. Hey Kenji, welcome in. How's it going? How are you doing? Hopefully you're enjoying the stream. Final countdown. All the bells, yep. Most of those bells are from last week's turnip sales, which, when I did have a price spike and made a massive amount of profit, compared to this week where I'm just selling at a loss, but at least getting some of my money back. But yeah, because after I sold turnips last week, so not only was this acre and this acre were all filled with bells. The entire ground on all 3 acres except for in here, because then I just got taken away. And then also a chunk in this acre. But yeah. This is my secondary town though. So I can't store it in this town. I have to bring it back to my main town in order to put it in my savings account. And because it's a lot more money than I can fit in my inventory. I can only bring back a little bit at a time. So yeah, which I am about to do, because now we've... Oh, I can actually erase that. Turnips are all sold. Erase that, and leave it fresh for tomorrow. No, currently I'm just playing this Animal Crossing. I'm working on 100%ing it, as you can see with my progress down below. Once I have succeeded at 100%ing this game, I plan to move on to Animal Crossing Wild World for the DS, 100% that. Then City Folk for the Wii, 100% that. New Leaf for the 3DS, 100% that. And then New Horizons for the Switch. So go through each of the, I'm planning going through each of the main games in order and 100%ing each of them. Yeah. So it's a long-term goal because, you know, 100%ing it, because I'm also doing it without time travel, and 100%ing an Animal Crossing game without time travel is going to take like a, you know, minimum of a year just for all the stuff. And thank you for the follow, very much appreciated. Yeah. So like I started on this essentially January 1st of this year. I say essentially because my main town and my character here, I started then. This town, Praetoris, actually started earlier, a different time I was trying it earlier, but it's just a secondary town, so the fact that it was created earlier doesn't really matter too much. But, yeah. So, I've been at this for, I guess, just over 11.5 months. But it'll be currently taking me at least until August 12th to finish, because that's when the meteor shower is, which I missed this past August 12th. So I need to get the telescope from that. How long have I been in this AC? Like I said, since January 1st I started. I played it like I played it before that, but that was when I started. Like my town of Trantor and my character of Rick here. It's January 1st. And yeah. And we'll see how long it takes, because furniture, like I said, that'll take till a minimum of August 12th to get the telescope from the meteor shower. Possibly longer though, depending on how long it takes me to max out my savings and get the post office model. Wallpaper, that'll be done by the end of the year. Carpets will be done by the end of the year. Clothing could be done by the end of the year, probably won't, though. Standard clothing should be done by the end of the year. Holiday-specific stuff should be done by the end of the year. It'll just be Gracie outfits that we'll see how long it takes me to get those, because that's just down to RNG, largely. I think Animal Crossings are meant to be done at 100%. I mean, you know. I will say this, a lot of games, I do things in a lot of games that aren't meant to be done. But yeah. Items could potentially be done as early as this Friday, depending on RNG elements. And by as early as, yeah, done on this Friday, because Friday is sale day, and then that's where there's a chance of getting items in grab bags. Gyroids is done, Fossils is done. Music, that's just a matter of, you know, playing every Saturday to get one song until I get them all. Villagers, I'll have every villager having lived in this town within 2 months, I am estimating. Fish and insects are done. And I'm also, because I'm a really ridiculous person, there's 19 NES games in here that I'm trying to also 100% as part of this. And that's the bit that is hard to say, because that's not down to waiting for stuff to happen or waiting for good RNG. That's down to me getting good and doing or some of them also will be RNG related, but overall it's down to me getting good at the games and doing whatever I need to do in them. Okay, so here is my savings account. And I need to get all those digits to being 9s. 999,999,999. And once I manage that, I will get the post office model. But that's still a ways away. Never saw that. A ton of money, yep. It's because I have at times gone hard on the turnip market. 1 second. Game audio feels a little off again. That should be better. No, it still feels a little off, but maybe it's just my tired brain. But yeah. Okay. Oh, wait, right. Who moved out after we traveled there? No, 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 no! Alfonso moved. But he's my favorite. We have to get him back. At least he's still in Pretoris, so, like, we still have him in my secondary town. We haven't lost Alfonso. Like, we've lost him from my main town, but at least we have him in my secondary town. Oh. That's sad, though. Well, let's grab my stuff. That's the problem with traveling so much, is villagers keep moving out of my town into my other town, and then frequently move out of that town. Felt, essay, octopus. Okay, so felt paper goes here. That goes there. Goldenrod. Essay here. Octopus here. Yeah, I think that's... Oh, I just also realized what I forgot to do earlier. Rewrite. Wait. Who are we adding to that list? Leopold, that's who it was. I'm not doing any time travel. No time travel. If I was doing time travel, I could have already completed, like, everything other than the NES games. Leopold. Because, did I spell that right? Yeah, I did. Because, of course, 100% of the NES games, that takes, that doesn't matter. Have anything to do with the time travel, because that's just, going and playing them and doing whatever my goals are for each of them. My NES collection. Eventually I'll get the Forbidden 4. Gives you these 3 holes here, plus the 1 hole here. Okay. Yeah. I would really only time travel in Animal Crossing if I was, like, doing a speed run. Because if you're speed running the game, that's just... then you have to time travel. But this is not a speed run. This is a casual stroll. What am I doing? I don't know if I'm ready to talk to Tom Nook yet. Okay, now we're actually doing the Saturday night thing. Go get a song from KK Slider. So let me switch over to my list of music. Okay, let's see what he's got for us today. Yes. And as per usual, I will turn off my mic while we're listening to him jam, so we can just, like, listen to the music. Let's see what he's got for us. KK Etude. How's that even said? But yeah, it is one that I need. So I'm turning off the mic now. Okay. We got our song from him. Let's go pop it into my music player and then erase from our list. I only erase them from the list after I put them in the music player just to ensure that I don't forget to put them in. And now, another song got. View my library. Look at that. We're just filling it in. Slowly but surely. Don't call me Shirley. And if we're counting diagonal touches, like everything, like, you know, it's all one big connected group. If we're not counting diagonals, then like we have kind of one group here, another group here, another group here. These three individuals, and then a pair over here. But yeah. Okay, so then let's head over to Nooks and upgrade my percentages. And of course, today one of the catalog percentages will actually, well, yeah, one will be going up. So let's see here. Now, most of them should be the same. Like, furniture should still be 542. And it is. Wallpaper should still be 65, yep. Carpet still 65. Clothing still 238. Items still 56. Stationery still 62. Gyroids all 127. Fossils all 25. And music should now be 28. 28. And also, let's calculate the percentage on that. Calculator. 28 divided by 55 equals 51%. We have passed the halfway point on music. Now, everything is at least 50% other than NES games 100%ed, which that one will be a while till it's past 50%, or potentially even a while till it's 100%. well, not 1%, because like 1 out of 19 would be, I mean 1 out of 20 would be 5%, so it would be just over 5%, a little over 5%. But yeah, other ones were good. Although speaking of NES games, it's 9 o'clock, but we still have a bit of time, so we are going to play a round of Balloon Fight. And see how well we can do today. We did pretty decent on Thursday, because yesterday we didn't play, because yesterday we didn't stream. But Thursday we did decently, so we'll see how we manage today. Yeah. Phase 3. Oh, fish got one, I got the other. And our first bonus round. My first bonus round, we almost always get a perfect on. Balloons are going slow enough that unless, like, it's a really bad pattern, we're generally fine. Definitely have messed up, though, before on phase 1. Or the first, not phase 1, the first bonus round. I messed up on phase 1. I mean, I probably messed up on phase 1 at some point. But that's neither here nor there. Hey, perfect. That's what I like to see. Phase 4. Nice. Phase 5. Gotcha. Oh, got caught. Phase 6, we're still fine though. If this was a later phase with this layout, that getting caught like that would have been annoying, because then they would have got up into the air by the time I was up and might have been flying above me, and that could have been tricky. Second bonus round. And another perfect. That's just, you know, that's just what we do around these parts. I should not say things like that. I say things like that and then I end up, like, just messing up not too long afterwards. Although not here. Okay, phase 8. Oh, fish got him. Yeah, the fish were competing there. And the fish won out. Oh, our first lightning of the game. Gotta be careful with lightning, because, like, these guys, if they attack us, like, we'll lose a balloon. And then if we're at one balloon and they hit us, then we die, right? Lightning, instant death. So let's wait for the lightning to go by. You do not... That's also why, you know, when the cloud starts glowing, you start going. I say that, but I don't actually know very good following that. Part of the problem is, like, sometimes, you know, cloud starts glowing, but you're not able to get out of there quick enough for whatever reason. And you just gotta accept it and do your best to deal with it. Perfect. Good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. Oh. There we started going once the clouds started glowing. That was pretty smooth. Okay, no, he's going in the water. We just need to survive then. Eaten by the fish. Phase 11. Excellent. And 12. Hey, buddy. Okay. Now we're up to what, fourth? Yeah, we're just phase 12, so this will be the fourth. Because there's bonus round after every third phase. I messed up at the one point. It was my own fault. Messed up and then recovered decently, but it was not enough. Just the way it goes sometimes. Almost lost the balloon there. Good. Phase 14. Nice. And fifth bonus round. Let's try to get back to being perfect. Obviously, we can't control the pattern unless we figure out how the RNG works in here. But we can try our best with the pattern we get. And perfect. And then phase 16. Pull back, Eric. Phase 17. both going in the water, but try to grab one as the fish grabs the other. Nice. Phase 18. Gotcha. Bonus rounds continue. Round and round and round we go. Phase 19. Ooh. Surprised I didn't lose a balloon. There. Damn it. Oh crap, 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 crap. Whoa, 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 whoa. Phase 20. Yeah, definitely not my best showing today. So far from my worst, though. Like, which is something. Definitely something. I think my mind is just out of it. My brain is just out of it at this point. Okay. That's fine, that's just the way it goes sometimes. Yeah, I know, my brain is definitely not entirely here. That's fine. That's why when the clouds are exploding, you start going. So yeah, definitely not one of my better showings, but the fact that, like, you know, we were up to what, 24 or something. The fact that I consider 24 not a good showing is itself, like, says a lot about where I'm at as a Balloon Fight player at this point. But yeah, I think this is where we're gonna call it. Clearly my brain is done. We're going for a little over 2 hours. Got all our turnips sold, that's the important thing. Got a new song from KK Slider. And did a round of balloon fight, which it's good to try and do that most days that I stream, just so I keep the, like, you know, training up and don't let the skills stagnate too much. Yeah, let's go see who we want to go and raid. Who is live and what they are playing. Wait. Oh, okay, yeah. That makes sense. Not who we're gonna raid though, probably. Let's see. Let's see. Who do we want to raid? I don't even know. My brain is just... I think we're just gonna end it. My brain cannot make even a decision on, like, picking raid targets, let alone who we should raid. So I'm just gonna say we're gonna end here. I'll be back tomorrow morning, though I should be at 9 a.m. with more Animal Crossing, so we can buy some more turnips and such. And then, yeah, Central Standard Time. And then 6 p.m. again tomorrow, we'll be doing a SubRequest Sunday stream, playing some Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker. Weekday streams will all be 3 p.m. Monday will be Animal Crossing, followed by Blaster Master. Tuesdays, just Animal Crossing. Wednesday, Animal Crossing, followed by Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. Thursday, Animal Crossing, followed by Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Friday, Animal Crossing, followed by Adventures of Lolo 2. And if any of those days we get a price spike on turnips, it'll just be Animal Crossing, but yeah. Then next Saturday, Animal Crossing again at... hard to say next week. Probably 7 or 8. But we'll see. Next week's a bit sketchy. But yeah, thanks everyone for coming out. Those who chatted, those who just lurked, those who hosted, those who followed. You're all wonderful people. Thank you for hanging out. It's been a blast, and I will see you all later. Bye.